Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick and this is one of those vlogs. Now every year we do a channel manifesto just to tell you what the aims of the channel are, to give you a bit of an idea of what's going to come up or what we're going to try and do. You might make suggestions as well and that molds the channel. So I'm a big fan of getting feedback. Occasionally there's a poll up on the community tab and I try and mould it in that direction. Because I read all your comments and I want to provide something that you all want rather than just giving you a load of stuff that possibly you don't want. So that's a sign of a progressive channel, I think. So been doing this for, well, I've done a manifesto for the last couple of years at least, so let's do another one. So the manifesto of 2018, what are we aiming to do? Now, 2017 was an interesting year where I almost gave up the channel. Suffered from quite a lot of stress in my personal life and through work. I've now got a new job, which is a bit better. But like all these things, you go through a sort of like honeymoon stage where you think everything's great, and then you're pretty much more or less in a similar or same position. Now, I'm not in the same position as before, but the honeymoon stage is sort of like over. Just making sure my hat doesn't blow off because I don't like blow-offs. Yeah, so there we go. If I could do YouTube forever, don't get me wrong, I would. But it's like winning the lottery and getting ever so more difficult every year. So people say, Nick, why'd you keep it going then if it takes up all your free time and it doesn't really make that much money? Well, I say you got to do it for fun, really. We've got a small but very knowledgeable and fun audience, which is you lot, so thank you very much. A lot of you comment, a lot of you just watch the videos, and that's what makes it good, really. So a small but warm audience, and intelligent, and probably pretty good looking as well, so thank you. So the main aim, as I say, is just to keep it going. Now, it does get a bit trickier to get noticed on YouTube as time goes on, and it's not YouTube's fault, really. It's well, it's partly their fault, and sometimes it's the user's fault as well. Now, YouTube, in terms of monetization, which a lot of people think is the be-all or end-all of this, which it isn't. It is if you want to go full-time and work towards it, but you can't get it instantly. Instant success, that's what people are always after. Now, YouTube, I did another video about this, about monetization. YouTube have raised the bar, so you can't monetize unless you've got 10,000 views. You can't monetize unless you've got 1,000 subscribers, and you can't monetize unless you've got, for the last 12 months, 4,000 hours. It's to try and iron out all the dross, all the bad videos, terrorism, and, you know, all that sort of thing. To try and get what they think is the good users that stay a long time. Now, because of this, it's always existed a bit in the past, but now it's been exacerbated. You've got people not really building up their channels in a normal way, getting subscribers, good people like you, by putting up good content and continually doing it and addressing their followership. You've got people that are doing sub for subs, trying to get hundreds of subscribers in, and just trying to get up to that 1,000. It's not really going to help them the 4,000 man hours. Unfortunately, YouTube is all about trying to get noticed, to grow your channel with increasing amount of channels, hundreds, maybe thousands, with false subscriber counts. It's getting very hard because a lot of people coming in to YouTube to watch it, they judge by channel on, unfortunately, the more subscribers it's got, the better it is, which isn't always the case. Normally, well, not normally, there are a lot of proper channels out there, but there's a growing amount that got false figures of fake channels. So people might say, Nick, okay, so they got higher subscriber counts. Is that sour grapes from you? Ever so slightly, I admit that. And they say, well, why don't you get subs to subs? Why don't you get subscribers in this way and grow your channel beyond theirs? Well, it's very, very tempting, extremely tempting. But at the end of the day, I don't want a fake channel. That's as good as failing completely. I want to grow it organically, naturally. It might be my downfall in the end. It might not be possible because if you look at it like a business, you've got to use every angle you possibly can to try and grow it and get to that point. But I've got no interest in having a channel with 50,000 subscribers and only a very, very small percentage are actually real people, like bots, because then it'd end up a bit like Twitter. The whole aim of the channel was to bring people in with their faults. Sometimes people might come in with a complete opposite fault. As long as they put it in a good way, we can take that discussion, keep retro gaming alive, and that's the whole thing. So we can continue to grow the channel organically. I won't cheat, but it's going to get more and more difficult. Just for example, I do watch quite a lot of channels, or monitor a lot of channels, to try and monitor how the growth on this channel is going. And countless times I've seen channels which as I say, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I've seen channels which were absolute dross, struggle with the subscriber counts, and then it's not unusual. In a month, they go from 200 subscribers to 3,000 or even higher, and do videos saying, "Well done, I've got to 3,000." Now, they might have done it naturally, but it is very suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. So that's what we're up against, folks. You'll see them if you go around, sort of like channels where you think, how have they got so many subscribers? They might have got a shout out from a huge channel. They might own a website there. But yeah, it makes you think, how have they actually got these? But, you know, try and get that out of my mind. Just concentrate on having fun on the channel. As I say, I suffer from a lot of stress. Some people watch the channel to ease their stress as well. You can never understand completely what everyone's going through, because they're on a different path to you, but there are similarities, and we can join together and discuss stuff like that. Quite a lot's work related, sometimes it can be family related, so that's the whole basis of it. Keep it family friendly, ease your stress, and let's just chill out for a bit. Let's destroy the stress, that's what I'm thinking. 4,000 hours in the last 12 months you need to have. We've got quite a lot higher than that, so thank you to people that continue watching the old videos. Now, because of my job takes up a lot of time, the original plan was to keep one video a week. As you can see, due to my own addictiveness of YouTube and video creation, there's more than that. So we're on the borderline of sanity, so I've got to monitor that. Patreon keeps coming up every now and again saying, if you can't make money from YouTube, why don't you try Patreon? Well, you know, I don't want to take money off people, though it's a way forward. People, I'm sure, would like to support the channel. Because I'm actually working at the moment, I can use that money to live off, so Patreon isn't really something I want to go or delve into. Essentially, if this channel was self-supporting, then we'd go that. I wouldn't ask for your money. One thing that possibly could happen in the future, if I got very lucky, is advertisers coming in and say, look, Nick, if you mention our product in a certain video, we'll pay you X amount. That's something that could happen. Could it? I don't know. As long as it fitted in with the generalness of the channel, I would be open to that. I have to keep ways of communicating with me open. So on the Facebook page, Njenkin7, I might put a contact button there. I'm contactable by Twitter, Njenkin7Nick, and also through YouTube as well. That's a bit dodgy because sometimes it goes to spam. So keep communication open for advertisers. I won't be doing Patreon. I've got to manage my time, and there's a lot of cheeky work going out there, but we'll continue to grow the channel organically, so it's a true figure. Excellent. Now, by the end of the year, if the channel's still going, hopefully it is, I want to have 1,600 subscribers. If we've got more than that, great. If we've got less, okay. Trying to remain as open as possible. I might tell you bits about my life. We might increase the vlogs if you're interested. We'll see how that goes. I use the views and the comments as a sort of like guide going through. I might be doing some outside work. I've been trying that for a while. But I've got a camera. I need to test the camera, to be honest with you. The mic of the camera isn't as good as the mic on this microphone here, so we'll have to see. If the sound's bad, then we won't be able to do that, but some good outside ones as well. I've toyed with the idea of live streams. You need a setup for that, but that's something possibly for me to look into throughout 2018. The one problem with live streams is you might get just myself and a nutcase talking to me, swearing the odds in the I think you can do comments down the side there, so that won't be great, and I don't know what form that would take. Will it be gaming or me talking like this? Possibly we won't do a live one. We could do a live one. Anyway, I don't know. Like a Q&A session. And the things with the Q&As before is I had time to prepare the answers. With a live one, I will have no time to prepare the answers, so it might be a bit more interesting, mightn't it? Right, microphone's still working. Good. What else do I want to say on this? Now, I get lots and lots of suggestions of what I should do on the channel. It's a common rule that no matter what I put out, people always want more, and I take that as a good sign. People have asked me to do film reviews. That's a bit tough because I'd have to find time to actually go and see the movie. Possibly I could do trailers, but that's not really my bag, baby. Or another one, people said, why don't you look at retro programs that are on at the time, Rent-A-Ghost and Trapdoor and all those, Battle of the Planets. Possible, but these sort of things to do justice, I always take a bit of time with the editing, which takes a while. I don't want to have clickbait where I just call it that and it's just me talking like this with no sort of like graphics or clips or anything like that. So it's possible, but it'd take up a bit of time. Most of the time I get home from work, watch TV for half an hour, go to bed, then go to work again, and then it's just Saturdays I have to try and put this all in. So it's a bit of a miracle it works in the first place. As I say, if I could do this full time I would do, but it's just not possible. You need some sort of massive sponsorship nowadays. You can't really rely on YouTube advertising unless your subscriber count is in the millions and you're a preferred channel. Now, the growth on this channel is going to be extremely slow, unfortunately, unless I was to get a shout out from another YouTube channel. I don't know why they would do this, but another YouTube channel that's a sizable, say, had over 100,000 subs. Now, in the early days, when I just had about 80 or so subscribers, I did get a shout out from Steve Benway, a fantastic channel. Check his channel out. It was 2 shout outs he gave me, and in the course of 2 days, my channel jumped up about 200 subscribers, and that was unprecedented at the time. I'm not sure how many subscribers Steve's got at the moment, probably 17,000, 18,000, somewhere in that sort of area. So subscribe to him. He's a really fun chap and knowledgeable chap. Looks at a lot of the hardware as well. So that's the only way, really. I mean, if I got a shout out from a channel that got 100,000 plus subs, or even in the millions, the channel might actually jump. I think if I got the subscriber count up to 10,000 and above, which is massively in advance how I got now, it'll lift me up above, for a better sake of the word, the dross of all the fake channels that are just getting these subs and burying me, essentially. It makes it harder to see. There's quite a few genuine channels I've actually developed with as well, because roughly in the same sort of place, so they're probably going through the same sort of thing. When you do a video like this and say things strong like this, it can provoke bad responses and stuff, but I say it as it is. That's what I actually think there. Okay, what else? I think we might have covered everything. Keep your suggestions coming in. We'll keep the channel going. And that's pretty much been the manifesto of 2018. So I'll hopefully be seeing you soon on another vlog. If you've got any comments about the things I said, the Q&As, growing a channel, Patreon, other suggestions and stuff like that, then put them below. Until next time, just double checking everything here. Don't want to miss anything out. So yeah, until next time, take great care of yourself. I mean it. And very fun. Goodbye.
Goodbye.